In this session, we will understand redox reactions. Redox reactions are familiar in our daily life. For example, photosynthesis reaction. Second, respiration. Third, rusting of iron. Fourth, working of batteries. Whether it is dry battery or wet battery. So these are some familiar examples of redox reactions. Photosynthesis, in which 6CO2 plus 6H2 will give C6H12O6 and 6 oxygen is liberated. It can also be written as 6CO2 plus 12H2 will give C6H12O6 plus 6H2 plus 6O2. Respiration reaction, in which glucose is combining with 6 moles of O2 gives 6CO2 plus 6H2 and energy is liberated. This is also a type of redox reaction. Rusting of iron, in which Fe2O3XH2 rust is formed. This is also because of redox reaction. Working of batteries, whether it is wet or dry battery, this is also because of redox reaction. Another redox reaction, when an apple is cut and if it is found after some time, we can see brown color on its surface. This brown color is because of Fe present in apple oxidize because of atmospheric oxygen and it converts to Fe2 plus, and that is why brown color is obtained. Same way, in maximum fruits, when it is cut and if it is found the color change is because of redox reaction. Chemicals like NaOH, caustic soda, is also because of redox reaction. So redox reaction, how can we define? The definition of redox reaction is the chemical reaction in which oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously or at a time is known as redox reaction. The chemical reaction in which oxidation and reduction takes place at a time or simply we can say simultaneously, that is known as redox reaction. Oxidation, reduction. Now, oxidation plus reduction is equal to redox reaction. We have to remember that where there is oxidation, there is always reduction. If one substance is oxidized, then simultaneously other substance is reduced. So this is about the definition of redox reaction. Now first we understand the classical concept of redox reaction, that is the definition of oxidation and reduction. Classical concept of oxidation. Classical concept of oxidation involves, number one, addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. Third definition, that is classical, addition of electronegative atom, and fourth is removal of electropositive atom. Let us understand all these concepts one by one. Addition of oxygen. Carbon plus oxygen gives CO2. Mg plus O2 will give MgO. On balancing, we will get 2Mg plus O2 will give 2MgO. So in this case, first on the reactant side, carbon had no oxygen, but on the product side, carbon is with oxygen. So we can say addition of oxygen. Now second, removal of hydrogen. Take example of methane gas plus oxygen gives CO2 plus H2. Let us balance CH4 plus O2, CO2 plus H2, 2H2, carbon balanced, oxygen 2 2s are 4, here also it is balanced, hydrogen also balanced. Here on the reactant side, CH4 methane, carbon is with hydrogen, but on the product side, carbon is with oxygen, means we can say removal of hydrogen. Addition of electronegative atom, Mg plus F2 gives MgF2. As fluorine is electronegative, we have added it to magnesium. The product is MgF2. So here we can say addition of electronegative atom. Now fourth, removal of electropositive atom. K4FeCN6, potassium ferrocyanide. When it is treated with H2O2, it gives K3FeCN6 plus water. We do not go with the balance of the reaction. We will understand just removal of electropositive atom. Removal of electropositive atom. Here not H2 but KOH will be formed. KOH will be formed. So let us see how removal of electropositive atom. In potassium ferrocyanide, K is 4 times, but in potassium ferricyanide, K is 3 times, means we can say there is removal of electropositive atom. So this was the classical concept of oxidation. From these examples, what can be the definition of oxidation? Either addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen, or addition of electronegative atom or removal of electropositive atom. So from this example, we can easily understand the classical concept of addition. So we can understand the classical concept of oxidation by utilizing all these 4 examples. Let's study classical concept of reduction. Classical concept of reduction involves, number 1, addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen or addition of electropositive element or atom. And 4th, removal of electronegative atom. So these are 4 possibilities as far as classical concept of reduction is concerned. Addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen, or addition of electropositive atom or removal of electronegative atom. Let us study all the examples one by one. First we understand addition of hydrogen. CH2 double bond CH2, it is ethene, or simply it is known as alkene, which you will study in organic chemistry. When hydrogen is added to it, it gives CH3CH3 ethane, or it is known as alkanes. This reaction is found when dalda ghee, or we can say vegetable ghee, is prepared from vegetable oil. Vegetable oil on reduction gives vegetable ghee, in which the reaction is this one, alkene converts to alkane, vegetable oil converts to vegetable ghee, addition of hydrogen. Second, removal of oxygen. Take example of HGO converts to Hg liquid and oxygen gas. For balancing, we write 2HGO will give 2Hg liquid plus O2. Here, how can we say that oxygen is removed? Because on the reactant side, Hg is with O, but on the product side, it is only Hg. Means we say removal of oxygen. Third definition, addition of electropositive atom. Addition of electropositive atom. And 4th is removal of electronegative atom. So addition of electropositive atom, example HgCl2 plus SnCl2 will give Hg2Cl2 and SnCl4. Here, how the reaction is said to be addition of electropositive atom. Let us balance this. 2HgCl2 plus SnCl2 will give Hg2Cl2 plus SnCl4. On the reactant side, we have only one Hg, and on the product side we have Hg2. Therefore, we can say addition of electropositive atom. And next one, removal of electronegative atom. FeCl3 plus H2 will give FeCl2 plus HCl. We will not go with the balance of the reaction, just we want to understand removal of electronegative atom. Here electronegative atom Cl is for 3 times, but on the product side it is only for 2 times. So we can say that Cl is removed, means electronegative atom is removed from reactant side and it has become less on the product side. So this is about the classical concept of reduction. Now we will understand electron transfer method. Take different chemical reactions like Na plus Cl2 gives to NaCl. Na plus O2 gives Na2O. Na plus sulfur gives Na2S. First we understand the balancing. 2Na plus Cl2 will give 2NaCl. Here 2Na plus O2 Na2O. So we can write 4Na plus O2 2Na2O. And third 2Na plus S gives Na2S. In this reaction, we will study oxidation reduction definition based on electron transfer method. First case we study Na plus Cl2 gives NaCl. 2Na plus Cl2 gives NaCl. Here Na loses electron and becomes Na plus by losing of electron. Electronic configuration of sodium is 281 and on losing electron it becomes 28. So here electron is lost. So oxidation means loss of electron. Simply loss of electron. Oxidation means loss of electron. 2Na will give 2Na and 2 electron. On the other hand, Cl2 by gaining 2 electron gives 2Cl minus. 2Cl minus. So here we can say reduction means gaining of electron or taking of electron or receiving of electron. This is also known as half reaction, half oxidation reaction. This is half reduction reaction. When we add these two half reactions, we get a complete reaction, redox reaction. Na 2Na plus Cl2 will give 2NaCl. So in this case we can say Na is oxidized to Na plus and Cl2 is reduced to Cl minus. Second case, Na again will give Na plus by removing electron and oxygen will take 2 electron and will give O2 minus. So from this we can write Na plus O2 will form Na2O. Na plus oxidation. O2 will give O2 minus, that is reduction reaction. Electron is lost in the first case and in this case electron is gaining or received, and that is why it is said to be reduction reaction. half reaction, half reaction. This is complete reaction. Same way, third can also be understood. Na gives Na plus and electron minus, loss of electron. On the other hand, sulfur will gain 2 electron and will convert to H2 minus. Here also we can write 2Na will give 2Na plus 2 electron and O2 will give O2 minus. So these are some examples in which we can understand electron transfer method, which involves oxidation and reduction. One more reaction by which we can understand few important terms. Suppose we have zinc solid and Cu2 plus aqueous, that is copper sulfate solution, will give Zn2 plus Cu solid. From this we can say zinc is oxidized to Zn2 plus. Cu2 plus is reduced to Cu. Zn is oxidized to Zn2 plus and Cu2 plus is reduced to Cu. Why? Because Zn gives Zn2 plus by losing 2 electrons. So this is oxidation half reaction. On the other hand, Cu2 plus by gaining 2 electron will give Cu. This is reduction half reaction. Now, oxidizing agent. Important terms that I told is oxidizing agent is reduced and reducing agent is oxidized. So simple we can write reducing agent donor of electron and oxidizing agent acceptor of electron. So these are some important terms that is necessary to understand. Oxidizing agent is reduced, reducing agent is oxidizes, reducing agent donor of electron and oxidizing agent acceptor of electron. Reducing agent oxidizes, oxidizing agent reduces. So these are some important terms. We will understand some competitive electron transfer reaction. What is competitive electron transfer redox reaction? First we take the case of copper sulfate solution. Copper sulfate solution in which zinc strip or zinc rod is dipped. In the beginning, the color of the solution is blue. But as time passes, intensity of the color decreases. And finally, we will see that solution will lose all its color, means it will become like colorless. And brown color deposition of copper on zinc strip will be shown ultimately. From this experiment, we can write the reaction as Zn plus Cu2 plus aqueous will give Zn2 plus aqueous plus Cu solid. So here in this case, Zn is oxidized and Cu2 plus is reduced. Zn is oxidized and Cu2 plus is reduced. So overall reaction will be Zn Cu2 plus will give Zn2 plus Cu. Now another reaction. Before we study other reaction, from this experiment it can be said that Zn is more reactive than copper. It means releasing of electrons will be easier for zinc as compared to copper. In other experiment, we have colorless AgNO3 solution. Colorless AgNO3 solution and copper strip or copper rod is dipped in AgNO3 colorless solution. After some time, the solution which was colorless will start becoming blue in color. Finally, the solution will be of blue color, means intensity of blue color will increases ultimately. From this experiment, we can write the reaction takes place. Cu solid plus Ag plus aqueous will give Cu2 plus aqueous plus 2Ag solid. So, what is reduction and what is oxidation in this particular case? Cu is oxidized to Cu2 plus. And that is why intensity of color has been changed from colorless to blue color. Cu is oxidized to Cu2 plus. And Ag plus is reduced to Ag. Ag plus is reduced to Ag. From this experiment, we can write that Cu has better electron releasing capacity than Ag. So from the first experiment and from the second experiment, the reactivity order can be written as Zn greater Cu greater Ag. It means that Zn has more electron releasing capacity than copper and copper has more electron releasing capacity than silver. By using this type of activity series of metal, we can make different galvanic cells. Also, in the next reaction, by way of contrast, the reaction between cobalt is placed in nickel sulfate solution This is the reaction. CO loses 2 electrons and converts to CO2 plus. Oxidation reaction. Ni2 plus gain 2 electron and converts to Ni. Reduction reaction. It is observed that at equilibrium, concentration of Ni2 plus and CO2 plus found moderately, as well as at the end, simply we can say neither the product nor reactant are favored. Neither the product nor reactant are favored, or we can say neither reactant nor product are favored at the end. Write half reactions in the following. First one, 2Fe3 plus 2I minus will give 2Fe2 plus I2. So for the first reaction, Fe3 plus gives Fe2 plus and 2I minus gives I2. Fe3 plus by gaining electron gives Fe2 plus. Therefore, 2Fe3 plus by gaining 2 electron gives 2Fe2 plus. So this is half reaction. Reduction, half reaction, because electron is received. That is why this is reduction, half reaction. Now I minus 2I minus will give I2 by losing 2 electrons. So this is half oxidation reaction. Half oxidation reaction because electron is lost. So these two are half reactions for the first reaction. Now for the second. Zn gives Zn2 plus. It will lose 2 electrons, means this is oxidation half reaction. Oxidation half reaction. Loss of electron. And 2H plus gives H2. 2H plus by gaining 2 electron converts to hydrogen. Here we see that receive electrons. So electron is received. and that is why it is reduction half reaction. Reduction half reaction. Now for the third case, aluminium gives Al3 plus. By losing 3 electron. So here loss of electron, that is why oxidation half reaction. And 3Ag plus. By receiving 3 electron, which is lost by aluminium, will give 3Ag. So here receiving of electron or electrons are received, and that is why it is said to be reduction half reaction. So if any reaction is given, we can find out oxidation half and reduction half. In the reaction, magnesium plus sulfur gives MgS. We find oxidation and reduction reaction. Mg oxidation state, or for Mg oxidation number is 0, and here in MgS oxidation state of oxygen is of Mg is +2. So we can write Mg by losing 2 electron gives Mg2 plus. So this is oxidation reaction. Sulfur by gaining 2 electron, which is lost by magnesium, will convert to H2 minus. Receiving of electron, that is why it is reduction reaction. So overall reaction is Mg plus S is equal to MgS. Here we can write Mg is oxidized to Mg2 plus. Mg is oxidized to Mg2 plus. Sulfur reduces, or sulfur is reduced to H2 minus ion. Mg is oxidized and sulfur is reduced. So oxidizing agent is reduced and reducing agent is oxidizes or oxidized. In another example, HgO will give 2Hg liquid and oxygen gas. Let's understand oxidation reaction and reduction reaction. In HgO, Hg has positive 2 charge and oxygen has negative 2 charge. But in mercury, Hg has 0 oxidation state and oxygen also 0 oxidation state. So from this we can write for Hg plus 2 oxidation state reduces to 0. That is why this is reduction reaction. This is reduction reaction. And for oxygen, oxidation state or oxidation number from -2 it becomes 0, means increases. Therefore this is oxidation reaction. This is reduction reaction because oxidation number decreases.